Hello, Divine Sunshiners. This is Divine Sunshine coming here relaxed and being around the house. So I came right on down to do my readings just the way I am, just kicking around the house in my kicking around the house gear for you. Okay. I just see what happened with that. Okay, so now, um, my pants. Anyway, so now today what I'm gonna do, I've been pushed and nudged. I've been trying to get down here so I can do this for you all. I think on your Christmas gift I talked about how does the karmic view the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Today what I'm going to do, because I had watched a couple of videos and I want to see what my take was, is I'm going to view and see what does the divine masculine want to say to you while he's dealing with in a karmic situation. So this is divine masculine is in a karmic situation. What does he want to say to you? And then how does he view the divine masculine view the karmic? And then how does he view you? Okay, so that's what I'm going to delve in today with. So this is another gift and bonus with this one. So you might have your popcorn. Oh, you here? Okay. So you might have your popcorn for this and you might not need to. We'll see where this all runs to. Clear. Okay, so now, how does the divine masculine feel about the divine feminine that's in this karmic situation? Whoa. Okay. All right. How does he feel? Okay. All right. Feeling how, that's almost the same thing. Okay, let's get some clarifiers for this. Let's start off with this. And we're going to kind of delve in from there. Clear. Let me do it for that one. But I was still looking at that one. Okay, fine. Okay. Phew. Okay. All right, so for the divine feminine and the divine masculine who views this divine feminine, this divine masculine that's in a karmic situation, this is how he views the divine feminine. You deserve love, okay? You are lovable. He feels as if he needs to kind of get a leg up on the situation. A part of him still feels, not dropping, so I mean you hear. A lot of feels kind of like immature, like a babe. When it's kind of, you could almost feel like it's a mother and child, like a thing. Like you so mature in this love thing, but he's not quite there, and he kind of got to get a leg up on some things. That's one way of looking at it. Another way to look at it is like you deserve love, and he thinks there's still some things that you need to grow as well in this situation, and you need to get a leg up on some situation as far as when it comes to love. You need to point your arrow in a different direction emotionally. So this is something also, this is kind of several things I'm getting views that some of the divine masculines are. So I'm casting a wide net, and this is what's coming up. Children. So with this one, he views you as a person who is, your love life is being affected by children. If you are a parent, he really sees how much this is a very influence with you when you're talking about children. So like me with as being a teacher, although I don't have kids of my own, children is very prevalent in my life, and he knows this very much so. Another way of looking at this is that maybe it's some inner child work I'm picking up too, that you've got to work on too, as far as your mastery of it. If you split yourself in half, you think about the divine masculine self. He's saying the divine masculine within you, because we know we house both powers, got to get more of a handle of your mastery of things, your authority over things. as far as your analytical thinking, and also your loyalty to whatever you're thinking about, and then making friends. So it's just like making friends with it. It's just really making peace with it, being one with it, if that's the way you're thinking on thoughts. I pick up that he's saying sometimes you kind of like got dual thoughts going on up there, and that's an issue as far as you balancing your analytical side and your emotional side. Emotional side, you got to kind of get under wraps, your nurturing. And so when he's looking at you, if you're in the physical thing and you have children, these are some attributes that he's looking at, and he sees you exhibiting good loyalty, friend, good mastery over things, your nurturing side. He sees that. If this is several of them, so just go with me. Several of them that's seeing several ways they're seeing the divine feminine that I'm picking up. So some of them say, you know, I see you when you were your children, you exhibit those things. Some of them looking at you saying, you know, I see children and the inner child, you got to work on those things, those characteristics I mentioned. And then there's some of them saying that, you know, looking at you, those are some things that I've got to work on as well. He knows that TikTok, that is in reverse. So time is of the essence. The issue with that, some of you all that they're really saying that, you know, knowing that time is ticking, they want to have children with you. Some of them are saying that's not an issue as far as the time when that's going to happen. You know, when it happens, it happens. Just very relaxed about the children. So I want to say in some ways when it comes to the children aspect with you, they don't really feel kind of pressured about it because you really have sold them on how children are very prevalent and very important in your life. Okay. That's not an issue. Time to me is like I'm living in the present. In the present, I've released that. I've let that issue go. That's not an issue. And I'm able to breathe about that issue. That one is breathable. It don't make me like panic attack when I think about that. That's really something I can say. I love that aspect in her. You know, that's it. That it's like a breath of fresh air. They keep on saying. It's just like you breathe new breath into them about that. The children thing is something that, like I say, either they take introspective, they look at you, it reflects back to them, those things they got to work on. If you've got to work on that yourself, you got issues in those things, he's saying that's not like a major deal breaker with that. You know, within that, if you got issues with that, we're both going to find the ability to be able to breathe with that. You got make the effort is in reverse. Right now, when it comes to you, he does not want to make the effort because it's some chaos and some conflict that's going on. What's the chaos and conflict? Clear. That got to be explained. What is that? Thank you. Okay, because right now, spiritually, there's no balance, okay? Why isn't there any balance, Divine Masculine? What's plaguing that? The love. So angel of love, really becoming into spirituality in love. The expression of love. That's the issue right there. Okay. What have you seen that it seems like it's not a balance of the angel of love is not being present? It's stuck up. Strategy. That means the way in which it is expressed. So some of you are the way you've been expressing it could be through text, email, Facebook, any written kind of thing. It's been limiting. He doesn't like the strategy or the way of going about doing that. How we laying it out, how we planning our step-by-step process, getting closer. Like I can say, every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, You'll be there for me every little step. Woo! Yeah, doing the body round. So that part there, every little step, the steps that's being made. Okay, what's blocking that? 3 cards. 3-card Monte. Patience. Okay, I can understand that. Yeah, because some of us ain't got no patience on that. Kind of causes imbalance. Because like, now. So it causes imbalance. I can understand that. I'll leave that to last. Man holding coin. One reason why he don't want to make it again is he don't feel financial. He come this financial thing. He's not the man holding the coin there. So that's the issue why it's not a balance in love there. And the strategy, how he going about that. And the strength. Okay, you dropping a mighty lot of things here, so I know you're here. Thank you. Angel of strength. So your courage. This courage thing. So I can back up and say it's not even viewing you. It's the issue of when you in play of this. You got an issue with your strength, which is causing change. You got 5-0. Man getting firmly rooted in the understanding of you being the man who's holding the coin. Becoming spiritual aligned with that. Creating a spiritual completion with that. Your patience with yourself and with what you're seeing is going on with Divine Feminine. You got a 1 there, which means your intuition and your awareness about what's actually going on. You got 6, which is love. 1 and 6 together makes a 7, which is your spiritual completion. Your strategy. You got a question probably about your strategy, about how you're going about this thing called love, and how it's creating an imbalance on both sides. Release your ex. So now when you're looking at this Divine Feminine, this could go 2 ways. Either you got to release your ex, or either she needs to release her ex. Okay? Y'all could both be in some issues. Time is cleared. And maybe you could say these things that are bothering you could be also karmic situations, caught in a partnership, whatever it is. Like I learned the other day about this karmic energy is really a third-party energy. Let's take that off. Third-party energy is an energy in which it has been created. So that energy could be, it cannot always be just a partner. It could be a child. Like I said, children popped up, that you taking care of a child. That's being an energy. Taking care of parents. The job could be a third-party energy that kind of gets away and blocks union. It's all different things. So, kind of release the X to me means X things out that are major burdens. And so this time you need to clear it out. They got the letter here. So you got to regenerate some things. That is true. In order for you to do that, you got to get rid of some things to regenerate. When things don't work, let it go. So when the Divine Masculine is looking at you, Divine Feminine, is both ways. He figures that within him, he's got to regenerate and get rid of some things, burn some things off, create something new out of that. And then also with you, baby, he's looking at you, and there's some things that you got to kind of let go and burn off and create something new. He also feels, when he looks to you, that once this occurs on both sides of the fence, rather it's you that's got the X or he's got the X, that is a blessed feeling. After these things, he feels that it's going on. So how he feels about you is that, you're blessed. Or he could also say you regenerate some things, which creates him to want to release this X and have this blessed feeling about some things. However, at the same time, he feels like that he has deserted you. Although he feels blessed on one hand, but he feels like he has deserted you, left you out in the cold, put you up on the pedestal, and then left you out on the cold. He feels also with this that in his emotional state, that he feels like he's isolated and alone about this, especially when you're thinking about releasing these X and let these things go. You know how sometimes you can get to the point that you rely on these bad habits or these things so much that you kind of fearful of letting them go, because you're like, I don't know how my life is going to be without them. Okay, so that's what he's saying to you, those who's in these karmic. So he's got that to be sounds like some codependency things and abandonment issues is probably why he's in this karmic situation in the first place. So let's check in with Divine Masculine and see, well, how is he feeling clear in this about this karmic feminine. What is his thoughts about her? What's his feelings? Oh, all that was feelings, wasn't it? Because all them fell out. Okay. Let's see. Okay, got 3 out. Whoa. Oh. A lot of reversals. Okay. Clear. Already did it, but do it again. Okay, explain. I was looking at you when I seen that. Okay. All right, so I'm in some graduation music. So somebody getting ready to graduate in this situation, they're like, I'm ready to get my diploma and check on out of here. You know how we was in high school, all of us like Greece. We work together like so we that's the way we should be. Wow, yeah, they out of here. Okay, somebody ready to graduate and we'll go out this piece here. So the Divine Masculine feels about this karmic is wedding in reverse. So it says this situation involves marriage. So for the Divine Masculine, way he views this karmic feminine or this remediation feminine is not for not a serious commitment. If he is in a marriage, or if he is in a serious commitment with them right now, if he's in a serious commitment, let's put it this way. Let me slow down my thoughts. It's in his mind say he's not looking for it to lead on to marriage. Okay, if he is in a marriage with this karmic feminine, he doesn't feel like it needs to continue on involving the idea of marriage. Why is because now he is getting in touch with his feminine power, divine feminine, power. This could go several ways. I want to make sure I can cross my legs. This goes 2 ways. Divine feminine power, when we're talking about this, is as far as, I wish I could. Can I cross my legs in this? Hold on. I'm sorry. I feel like I want to do that. Woo-hoo-hoo. I got scooted up. Okay. So when we're talking about, that feels so much better. Oh, excuse me. It's stretching my hip bone. When we're talking about this divine feminine power that he's talking about, this goes in 2 ways. He feels actually the divine feminine, her essence, that's calling him in, and he's also getting in touch with his divine feminine self, that power creating that balance within him. And in doing that, you got 2, which is creating a unity, so that merge within himself. And so right now, this, like I said, this third party energy, he's gotten to the point that he feels like, you know what? I got my divine masculine self. Now I'm working with this divine feminine self, and I don't see any room for this karmic feminine energy anymore. Okay, so right now I'm not ideally feeling this third energy, because right now it's just one, like the number 2, just 2. 2s is 3's a crowd. Okay, it's too many people here invited to this party. Somebody's got to go, and one of us has been an uninvited guest. That at first I admit on my end as divine masculine, I was the one who invited that guest. But right now, I'm going to tell you right now, you're uninvited, and I'm going to show you the door. Okay, so that's kind of pretty much the feeling that they are in. The divine masculine has codependency in reverse. So it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. At this point, the divine masculine is getting to the point that he is really getting mastery over these addictions. Some of them, I can hear somebody that ain't mine. Well, you might not, several ways. You might not be able to see it. He's doing things behind the scenes. He's not going to let you know that he's doing that. But at the same time, he is gaining mastery. A lot of these divine masculines, and I can attest to what I've seen on my own too, as experiential channel, that they're getting kind of tired of their own BS. They getting sick and tired, just like you getting sick and tired. They're getting sick and tired too. And they don't like some of the ways how these addictions are having their own hold on them like they do. And they really trying their best to kind of like, it's like a person kind of in a car that's sinking. These addictions is doing it. You got to kind of work your way out. You seen the water's coming and you're like, oh my God, what I got to do, I got to find a way out of here. I got to find something sharp, break this glass so I can get out of here. Otherwise, this thing is going to take me under. I can't get out my seatbelt, which I thought was keeping me safe in this car, which is really not keeping me safe. A seatbelt could be the karmic situation. I feel comfortable being in here in my addictions or whatever is a karmic situation, and now I want to get out this damn thing. And so, now everything's taking me under, my emotions, this addiction, this codependency. And so now they're at the point that they really like a person just saying, oh my God, I want to get out. And it's quite a bit. It's saying to me, Spirit saying, it's a good majority of them. It's about 10% that's still playing boo-boo the fool. But a good majority of them is like, this ain't working. I'm sick of it. She ain't my divine feminine. Ain't even got to tell me they sick of it. And some of the karmic feminists have been kind of showing it like, they throw it up in their face and kind of washing their face all in it. There you go, you ain't buy nothing, you ain't got no money, you ain't buy nothing. So they kind of tired because they like, so at point, I can see some of them saying, they too got a daggone point. Yeah, I have been kind of that way. And like I said, and it's funny, it's paying them because right now they tired of playing themselves small. I didn't even see this card. They're tired of playing themselves small. They know where they are. They have outgrown that. They have outgrown that addiction. And once upon a time, it served its purpose, as my mom said. Now, it does not serve its purpose. It's time to get out of here. Otherwise you're going to be the one who flew over the cuckoo's nest. If you keep on staying in this, when you're knowing that even the inner child is telling him, get out of his, or his former self is saying, this is not where I pictured myself up being. This is not where I thought I was going to be when I grew up. Because all of us, when we grew up, even feminines or males, they say, you promise yourself the things. When I grow up, I'm going to be a doctor. Grow up, I'm going to have a wife. I'm going to have, children. I'm going to have a house. We have a picket fence, da-da-da-da-da. We're going to live in the suburbs. All those things are like that. And so right now, codependency is right to me. It's not saying being fair or fair to yourself, but it's really weighing it out. Again, does this still suit me, with this thing? So right now, you looking at this thing and this situation with your karmic feminine, and seeing that, this no longer, before when I was in this situation, this suited me, this codependency, being addicted to you, addicted to your sex, how you put it on me, you was warm and woo woo woo, you put that whip appeal on me, and I was like, oh my God, I ain't never felt this way before, and all this stuff, and, that before. But, just like I say, in any situation, that ooh, nah, nah, that you put on a person can only last so long. That can only be a couple of days, honeymoon period, married, or whatever, honeymoon period, and then you face a relationship, you putting that ooh, nah, nah on somebody. That's the Kit Kat, or the vajayjay, or whatever, because some people say, I ain't know what the ooh, nah, nah is. You putting it on now, that can only last so long. After a while, you looking like, okay, right. That's just like me having soul food. I love food. I'm a foodie. Everybody around me knows food. I love me some food, some fried chicken. I know people say, oh my God, you supposed to be like, you ain't supposed to be eating like that. Some fried chicken, some dressings, you know, macaroni cheese, canned sweets, greens. Oh, I sound like it White House. I just made it just come there. Oh, them just leftovers. Remember, what's her name? I forgot. I could see her. Oh God. She's got short hair, and when she seen Gregory Hines go across the street, she said, I just left over. I just made a little bit. This sweet potato yams, some ham, some macaroni cheese. You know, he look like, damn. He's like, oh, that's just some leftovers. He ain't nothing. So, you know, you can do that and keep on doing that and eating that for a while. Even Gregory Hines going to be after a while like, damn, woman, you ain't got nothing else to give me? You know, something to go on the side with this. It's just, that's every night I'm eating that. You know, the first night, that was kind of nice. You know, that I'm going to give it to you, woman. You wheeled me in with all that, and I seen you sashay across the street, and, you know, you was jiggling, baby, and then I was looking and say, ooh, and all this. But then after a while, it's like, okay, that's all you got to serve me is these damn leftovers, this soul food every damn night, and you wiggling and jiggling and dropping it like it's hot and twerking in front of me, and that's all you got to offer. So that's it. Okay, there go the door. I think I'll be checking out of this soon. That's just ain't a lot to be offering. That's anybody. That's even me. Okay, this is nice, but we ain't got no conversation. We ain't got nothing in common. Okay, and that's all, right? Okay. You don't like the music I like, but you got the, okay, yeah, baby, that was nice. The macaroni cheese and fried chicken. And, okay. And you're twerking in front of me. Okay, yeah. So as a divine masculine, it's like, okay, that before, that was one of my addictions that I like. I had a food addiction, and I had an addiction for sex, and you twerking it and dropping it like a hot in front of me. Them the only two things. Okay, I'm kind of weighing it. But I don't have no spiritual connection. I don't feel it in my heart. I don't feel it in my soul. You got me, you know, like you said. You in some movies, and we know better than that, but like you said, you complete me. I don't feel none of that coming along with this. Okay, so, you know, right now he's at this point with the karmic. It's like I'm weighing this, and I'm not having those codependency issues anymore about that. Well, I was depending upon that. I know, long rant, but I felt that he was sending it to me. It's like, yeah, okay, that's the door. I think I'll be taking that. Yeah, so attraction. Again, I seen it, but I wasn't really on it in there. So attraction. Again, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And it's the reverse. He is not at the point where he's with this karma. He's not enjoying the moments fully. You're supposed to be everything. You know, when you're in love with somebody and you just really into that person. I mean, just everything you into. So, you know, like even my divine masculine. He's into the bears. Okay, I ain't really into the bears. I done fake the funk to act like I'm into the bears because why? Because he's into the bears. Okay, even when Frost got me a gift with that, and I'm looking at it like, oh, okay, but that's fine, you know, because the Bears look like they winning. So of course, like if I go to a Bears party, they would do the Super Bowl or whatever like that. I got something to sport. You got me a cute little bag or something like that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, but that's fine. Okay, we can share that. I can learn to love the things that you do. But if I'm sitting there and everything you're doing is in total disdain, I can't stand it. Okay, and that's the point that he's at. It's like, yeah, you know, like I said, in the beginning, I was attracted to your food and to your booty. Them was the two daggone things that draw me in. I'm going to be honest with you. In between them two things, we ain't got nothing here. The attraction of it, I try to play along with it, and I'm not really kind of feeling this, okay? So right now, every little things when, like I said, you're in love, you attract everything. They bring out this, the beauty and everything. You look, have a new introspection to the world. You're looking at things differently. You're looking through things through their eyes. You say, oh, okay, I can't get with it. You know, like I said, I can't get with sports, with the Bears. Okay, you know, but you like sports. I knew that from the time I met you. Okay, so now I kind of got to at least know that, you know, when they go through the daggone field or whatever, I can't be talking about home run. And he looked like, what the hell? You done embarrassed my ass. We at the game with the fellas and you yelling out home run instead of touchdown, you know. So at least I could follow the damn going game because I know that's his interest in that. You know, I ain't going to be sitting up there embarrassing him or my dad going to say by saying something silly. But this is the thing is you, it helps you to see their world a little different, what things they like. And maybe you might find yourself adapting to their things, you know. And so, you know, it's things have had happened too, like swapping music. He likes certain, we both like the same genre of music. He hit me on to another kind of thing within house music. We both house heads. He likes a certain thing. And so he's like, you know, you listen to the same thing all the time. Have you thought about maybe this type of genre of music? I'm like, no, you know, listen, and I like that. I said, oh, I didn't know that's what I like. Yeah, I like that. So that's the same thing in it. The attraction, just in every little avenue, it just ain't there. Why? Because cleaning up. When you be coming towards the end of something, and we know that even in relationships, period, ourselves, once we start kind of saying, you know what, it's time to go, we start wrapping up stuff, you know, it's just like a person, it's at the end. Like I used to be working down at, I used to work at Lord Taylor, and down in Atlanta. And so, you know, by the time we getting ready to, you know, to clean up and get ready to close out the registers and stuff, you know, the boss be telling you, the manager be telling you doing X, Y, and Z. Half the time you be checking out on they behind. You like, let me count this drawer, make sure this drawers count down right. So when I take it back here to the daggone office, they ain't telling me I'm short or nothing. Yeah, I heard you, you know, now you got to clean up and make sure the racks is right. Put down all the, because I was in intimate things, you know, make sure that the bras and panties and stuff is on the racks like they supposed to be and everything. You're like, okay. You know, but you ain't really giving no attention to all that stuff. Right now, like I say, he in the clean, he had to wrap it up phase. He's cleaning up some things, like really looking at seeing and nitpicking. Okay, you know, am I really truly attracted at this point? Let's just really get down to the nitty gritty of it all. What do we have? You know, he's just laying it out, the pros and cons list. You know, what is it with you? You know, yeah, we got this. Yeah, we got this. But no, we ain't got this. 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 No, we ain't got. Say, wait a damn second. It's more on the con side than it is on the pro side. What's going on here? So it's really helping him within himself, really saying, to really look at some things. And that same thing, like I know with me and mine, they were saying that, you know, sometimes that other psychics have told me that they get into these relationships, divine masculines. You get into relationships, let me talk to you. So you can be able to do a comparison, help you to really know what you really truly like in a person or in a partner. Okay, this is really the objective for you going into this relationship, is to walk out of it knowing, okay, you know what, I don't like this type of woman, I don't like when they do this. So when you bring it home to the divine feminine, you can see maybe, okay, you know, before I got into this karmic relationship, I'm looking, you know what, let me sit down and do this pros and cons list with you. Because I used to, when I remember I used to do things, I stopped that. Why did I stop that practice? Before I did anything, I did a pros and cons list on things to really, you know, just to make sure I just slow myself down. I'm not making decisions out of haste. Really take a time out to really look and see what's going on. And so when I did that, it really helped me to really see things for what they are. This is, again, like I say, attraction, looking at the world, seeing the beauty for what it is. Same thing that you have to do with the looking at the divine feminine. You come out of that situation with your karmic feminine. When you come back and really focus in and look at your divine feminine, you should see the opposite. You should see a lot. When you start checking out, I see this, check. No, she don't have that. Check. Yes, she has this. Yes, she has this. Yes, she had this. Yes, she had this. Yes, she has this. Yes, she has this. Yes. Well, wait a second. I only got maybe a few in the cons, but she got a whole lot of pros. And again, why am I staying here? for the macaroni, fried chicken, and sweet potatoes, a little leftovers, and the shaking of the ass going across the street. That's what I'm here for? Okay. This getting mighty interesting. Okay, so, you know, that right there is the reason for it, is to really to clean up some things, divine masculine, divine feminine. Why the divine masculine is to clean up some things, clean up to the things that what he's attracted to. Okay, so he can stop being attracted to those things that are not really of his highest good. Okay, also, see, stop this with this attraction that he's seeing right now with the karmic here. Seeing now that how he got into this situation of being attracted to it is because he ain't had no direction. He was just out to sea, just floating. I'm just floating along, just seeing whatever, you know, come my way. I just do the thing, to spin the bottle thing, and see where it land, and that's who I'm gonna end up with, and that's seeing I find. So now, the divine masculine is not coming from that kind of mindset. He really feels that really with her, he can send her out to sea, and just wherever she goes and where she lands, God bless her, give the sign of the cross and go on. Now, this is some of them, because some of you all might say, that ain't my masculine. So this is for some of the masculines, these masculines that are in these karmic situations. Okay, so now, off of that situation, and let's look into seeing, this is going to be a long one, let's look into seeing what does the divine masculine want to say to you. Okay, let me pull, I'm just going to pull a story. Let me see, what do you want to say to the divine feminine? You got new love in reverse. I'm not looking for no new love. Okay, so as soon as I get out of this situation with this karmic situation, I'm not looking for no new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I'm not looking for that new love. I want that same old loving, baby. You, all I wanna do is spend my life with you, with the same old love. So he's singing that Anita Baker. So I don't want to. I sang some song that's going out there. What is his, let me clarify that, clear. Why you say that it's nothing? I brought them out. I don't need to. I don't want to go no more into that karmic energy. I done seen it, and I asked you to be here to help me read this. All of them on here? All of them going the same way. Okay, so let me turn this around. Okay, so why he's not looking for new love? He's saying, because I want you to know that I've got a deeper knowing, a deeper sense of who I am, a deeper sense of what I want, deeper sense of what attracts to me. Okay, that is what is going on. Let me do this one. Clear. Give me, what else do you want to say? Can I have 5 cards telling me what do you want to say to her? Over 5, but I think you, did you follow my rule? Look at you. Mwah. Thank you. You follow my rule. I said it's 5 cards for once. Okay, so now he's right now in number 8, indecision. He's right now at the crossroads. He's still in this karmic situation, but he's saying, I'm at the crossroads. No, he's just told me, he said, my crossroads was in the past, I was having indecision about some things. Okay. And I'm kind of really deciding too. So you got hope. Hope is to the left. Transformation is to the right. So in his left would be his feminine side, which would be his emotional side. He's really, in his emotions, he's really hoping. In his analytical side, which is his divine masculine self, he knows it's a transformation that's got to happen. And so he's really kind of stuck in between, because you can't, he's right there. It's butterflies on both sides. But that's leaves on this side. Trees. But that's a star there too. Okay. a lot of things going on this left. So there's a lot of things going on in these emotions, which is some falling of things like the leaves. Got to kind of create this newness in his emotions. And he's got both sides. He's got to create a transformation in his emotions, and he's got to create a transformation in the way he's thinking too. So he's saying, I'm really right there at that crossroad, indecision, you know, because I got some things I got to kind of balance out and get together on both sides of me as a divine masculine and a divine feminine, divine masculine inside to merge. And I got to create that balance and harmony between the two ideas, which is causing indecision. Attachment came in reverse. What I want you to know is I'm no longer attached to this idea of wearing this falsehood and this false mask and being chained to things that no longer serve me. Okay? This has kept me in a self-imposed prison, and these things have to change. So I no longer have that right now. I know also that I'm looking for my harvest. I'm going to look this up because this thing comes up several times. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Number 11, number 11, number 11. I think I read this before. I want to saw an abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you. And may even find all of your wishes fulfilled. Gifts from the universe, the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love. Oh, and I know what I want you to know is that I know even in this Unisoul, because it's a number 11, Unisoul partnership, or partnership, I call it that way. That there is a fulfillment. There's a fulfillment of all my wishes coming true. There's a fulfillment of me having the love that I want with you. So I know this. Before, I was all tied up in my emotions. But I'm not tied up anymore because this came in reverse. I'm going to do it one more time. This 30. I think I got it right, but I want to make sure. The garden and the gate. This came in reversed. If this card is reversed, it indicates that the happy choice to open the door to a more... Hold on. To more spiritual pursuits. You may have been obsessed with worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is now here. Oh, okay. I might have to go back and redo that one. I'll talk about that later. Okay, so now I know what that means. Yeah, the garden and the gate. So they were saying before with this is more so of, if it's in the upright position, this is more so of a person who is looking more into being closed off financial. They're getting all their financial abundance, things that they're reaping, but there's still a gate there which is closing off to other things. So it's sense of trap of like, you know, it's the gate, but I'm not being able to look beyond. However, this being in reverse means that they know that now that that you do have spiritually the opening and the gate opening to all these things abundant in the spiritual and the material world as well. So this is what this is saying as far as him seeing you, is that you open the door to so much more. That's what he's saying. So much more. I got my eyes open spiritually to things with you. I'm opened up to things materially that I can gain. So all those things, when I look at you, this is what I want you to know. I know what you come with as far as the package deal. Okay. Can I look at okay, so that's how he feels. So what my next question would be is what should a feminine that is dealing with a divine masculine that is in a karmic situation, what should we do? Okay, I'm gonna ask this one. What should we do? What should we do? Spirit, tell us, what should we do? Seven of water, a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. So we need to start looking at this from an aspect that it's a complex thing or decision that we have to do as far as being in this situation with a divine masculine that is in a karmic situation. Some of us got to stop looking and digging for answers because sometimes those things are making us more complicated. It's making it more complicated. Stop looking for him doing wrong. Practice more so of doing the principle of charity with this. Because to me, the doing research is like looking on Facebook. I'm looking to see. Every time he asks me a question, say something. If you're in communication with it, I'm looking. I'm digging for more information. That's what I'm feeling. You be in TMZ about the whole daggone situation. Stop procrastinating. Would be in reverse with that to stop procrastinating. Is to procrastinate. That means put some things on hold, especially where I'm talking about this, doing this research, looking, trying to be TMZ into his life, trying to find out, girl, what's the dirt on him? What are you doing now? What are you doing? Oh, I'm going on his Facebook, see, and his Instagram, see what he doing, or getting some more information, or, like keep on looking at readings or keep on looking instead of, like I told myself, it's enough on looking at all those videos sometimes for the thing. It's like, what does your heart say? What do you say about the situation? Because you're looking for outside for them to give you the answers, but what are you saying about the situation? So I'm gonna give that advice to you, especially this is in water, which to me again will be your emotions. And isn't this Seven of Cups? So I know Seven of Cups definitely, what little bit I do know about tarot is just talking about options. And so like I say, it's not a lot of options. Stop looking at it like options, like, if I do this, maybe I do this, and if I do this to him, maybe he'll do this and this. That. It's not about options to me. It's about opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities that you should be looking at and present. Okay, when you have, I thought about in one of the videos on YouTube they had there, and they say, what if you knew that you could write the world's bestseller list, a best-selling book, and I would tell you that it's going to be a hit? How would you act then? How would you write that book knowing that automatically it was guaranteed that it was going to be a bestseller? And that's the same thing. So how would it be if I would tell you right now with these pink curls and everything in my head and with no makeup on, looking like whatever, a person and saying, I can guarantee you will be in union. I can guarantee you that your divine masculine is working his way out of this karmic situation. I can guarantee you by the end of 2019, you will already be in union. I can guarantee you that he loves you with all of his heart, no matter how things or what he has done in the past, and that when he gets with you, he's going to make darn sure that he erases everything in doubt, uncertainty in your mind when he gets with you. How would you act? Think about it. How would you act? I hear you, some of you saying totally different than the way I'm acting now. Well, I know. So that's the same thing with this. What it's saying here is for you to start thinking instead of saying options or ways of looking out. Looking at in the way of what are some of the opportunities that being in this relationship with this divine masculine, when he gets out, almost like a person, when my baby get out, We gonna have, like he in jail. He in Karmic jail. And when he get out, baby, we gonna have the biggest party for him. And yada, 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 yada. So when baby get out of Karmic, his Karmic or his remediation plan and the program, the remediation program, and they got him out for early release for good behavior, what are you going to do when Booski comes home? What are you going to do? You ain't thought about that. Should be preparing for that, because you never know. He might get out for early release from the remediation program for good behavior. Maybe he's learned it. You know, they ain't got to be in this thing forever. So have you started preparing for him to come home? Have you got the party together, got the guest list? How about, okay, he might be out any day now? Because the angels then went over there to the appeal board and say, okay, look like Divine Masculine doing what he doing with this karmic situation. It's time for him to get out, and the Divine Feminine doing her job. So I think we're going to let him out for early release. Are you ready? Have you prepared the room for him? Have you prepared the space for him in your heart? Or are you still talking about him in the ways in which he ain't got with this karmic? And all the things that he done. But you still want him. But the universe said, well, we preparing him for early release, but you ain't ready. Think about it. Okay, so now let's go on. What else does the universe want us to know? Give me some clarifiers on that. What can we do? What does the universe want us to do? Clarify the 7 of water. Message in the bottle. Okay, that could be the message in the bottle for you. Might not like it. So I like, you ain't dressed up like you used to do it. Divine sunshine. But this might be your message. You might say, that came a whole unique way. I ain't even really think of it like that. Yeah. So, message in the bottle. A unique way of making you thinking about what's going to happen next. Okay? Give me a storyline telling me about what does she need to. I might go over the divine cards. Clear. What does the Divine Feminine need to do? Oh, you can't write on out. Far as, just give me 3. You gave me, okay, think you gave me famous 5, didn't you? Because I always say 5, don't I? Thank you. Okay, so tell me, what does she need to do? What does she need to work on? This Divine Feminine is working on it. We got this with this. Ooh, nice, nice. Okay, I like this. Okay, all right. Ew. All right, so for some of you all, don't want to trigger you, but I want you to think about it. Some of you all might have to walk away, okay? And I'm going to go back Ganga name about her saying, not walking away and saying, forget it, you don't want to be in the relationship. What it is that, again, when I say walk away, and some of you are getting triggered and you saying, okay, I'm finished with this subscription, I don't want to be on this channel no more. I'm not saying, because I'm not going to sound like a hypocrite myself when I'm saying I'm still in it to win it with mines. But what I am saying is this. Take your focus off of your Divine Masculine and start placing all that energy of you thinking about your Divine Masculine and place it on yourself. Walking away means not sitting there thinking about him 24 hours. What is he doing? I wonder, what is he thinking? What is he eating? What is he smelling? What is he doing? All those things I'm saying about walk away from all those old patterns and those old thoughts that are linked to the Divine Masculine. If they're negative thinking, just like me, I have to take this. And I even watch the video like I'm brand new when I watch my own self. This, again, walk away from those things that are not serving you good, that acts as a blockade or a blocker for your union or getting with your Divine Masculine. You've got to walk away from those things. And if it means walking away from him physically for a while so you can kind of regroup and get yourself together, because you're saying, I am obsessed with thinking about this man, about what he's doing with this karmic, what he's doing, period, then you have to make the choice to say, I'm going to do this. Or if you're saying you're in communication with him, and sometimes when you're talking to him, you got to say, okay, it's not going to be as much communication as it is before. I'm not going to cut him off dry. But however, we're going to communicate, but I'm going to do it in some ways that I'm reserving my energy and my power and things for myself at this point, because if I'm not speaking in my truth or in my integrity, I'm not playing the game with him anymore, of this back and forth. I'm going to communicate with him. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm walking away from wearing that mask while I'm talking to him, and I'm not going to preserve myself or protect myself from him. He's got to get the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, this is what I'm talking about as far as walking away. The universe also said, and for you all that's doing this, claim your victory. That's why I told you, kind of see again. Like I said, my baby gonna get out on parole. He gonna be out from the Karmic. So we gonna have him a party and all that stuff. You gonna have that, whatever. Oh Lord, I don't drink. We gonna have us some Cristal, some Hennessy, or some Crowd Royal, or whatever it is, or some Rock on Ice for the baby, because that's what he like. So you gonna do all that stuff for him to get him together for that. So you're going to claim victory. You're going to prepare a space. So you're going to physically get a room or whatever in your place in there. You're going to, again, like I say, move things, material things around. Let the universe know I'm making room for him. This is it. I want you physically here with me, by my side. I'm making space for you. You know, those things. You got to claim victory, you know, on that one. Then also rest and rejuvenate, okay? You did the work, rest. Meditate. Listen to some songs. Draw, like I like to do. Do those things, anything to make sure that you rest and rejuvenate your energy. Like I said, take a little time out. Go to the movies by yourself. Kick it with your friends. You know, that helps you rejuvenate and you rest from all this hard work that you're doing in order to prepare for, you know, the return of your divine masculine. You know, those things. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Okay, we back on this throat. That came in with the reading I did earlier. With this throat. Communicate this. Start using your throat. Remember, the power, death, and life lies in the tongue. Communicate this where you're speaking to him if you're in communication with him. If you're not in communication, where you're talking to him in the 5D self, sending over that energy over the rainbow, over there to him. Those things. Picking up that soul phone when you're talking to him, you know, letting her know, you know. I've seen somebody said that we've got to let and I think I also talked to Sean. I know you're like, you did Sean, but talk to him as well about that. Well, we've got to become open. And we got to really let them know and send or pick up that soul phone, just like why I keep on speaking about jail, because I guess in some ways that's why I feel like he's kind of wrapped up in this karmic situation. It's like he's in kind of like jail. So, you know, you picking up that soul phone and he on the other side of the glass. He like, hey baby, hey babe. He like, hey. Like, okay, I hear you gonna get out real soon. The angels done told me you went up before the appeal board, and they gonna kind of release you soon in a couple of months. You be out of here about 2 months. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna be out of here. You done did the work. I'm so proud of you. So on my end, I'm gonna let you know that I'm ready for you. I'm ready to receive you. I'm ready to really celebrate you and all your accomplishments that you had did going through the karmic. I'm gonna throw you a big party, and it's just gonna be me and you, and you know, just us two, and you know, those things. And so he looking behind the glass, and you like, okay, and you that glass up there, talk about, okay, now I'm gonna see you. Now I'm gonna come visit you one more time, and then I'm gonna visit you in 2 months. We ain't gonna be doing this, baby. You're gonna be on the other side with me. We gonna be arm in arm, and you hold me, and I'm holding you, and kissing you, and hugging you, and everything. He like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna see you in 2 months. Say, okay, all right then. You hang up and do that like that cookie and Lucius thing, holding on, He's like, and you get on up from that. So that same thing like that. My imagination, Jesus Lord. Okay, so now, so that's what you're going to be doing. So again, communicate that. Is that what you're imagining that, you know, that in the jumping, he on the other side doing that stuff. You had that Cookie and Lucius line from Empire Moment of that being, and I'm also seeing that one. You see that one with Cat Williams in the jail, and lady, that was Tiffany Haddish brought that baby in, and she like, say hello to your daddy. And he said, wait a second. I am not your father. I say you don't look nothing like me. He went on, no, that was hilarious. I forgot what the movie that was. And it's like, you trying to push out this damn baby on me? That ain't my damn baby. They said, why is that baby looking like Officer so and so? He looked there like got the glasses on, and the man back there, the back was officer, got red hair and got glasses on too, and he talking about that. I was like, bitch, I know you ain't trying to pass this baby off on me. And the son he bought, the son that they had together, he like, why you talking to my mama like that? He like, you right, son, I'm sorry. And I won't say sorry to you, sir. He talked to the white baby because the baby was white just like the daggone officer. And he's like, I'm going to say I'm sorry, I apologize to you too, sir, you know, because I know later on it might grow up and you might be my boss when I get out of here. So it was hilarious. I forgot what the name of that movie was. But anyway, I digress. But that's what I'm saying too. It's like behind there. But you got to communicate this vocally. How you send the soul fold and you send it down to him, to the other side of the rainbow, to your divine masculine. You got to work on that. And then you just got to keep focus on this journey. Keep on going on the path of this journey. No matter where it leads, you still determine the direction that you're going. Say, I can see today. Okay, she got her suitcase. Right, pack your suitcase. She looking behind her. What they got here? Over the scenic view, the curious town, the crossroads, and the end of number something. Okay, so she got a whole different. Yeah, you got to pick which way your route that you're gonna take here, on this. The light is shining on you, and you got to just keep on going on that path. If you're on the path of union, it does not matter whichever way you're going. Ease on down that road. And don't you carry nothing. There might be a load. You just ease on down the road. Yes, I am quoting the Wiz on this situation. And that golden, you know, because you send that golden light on you, let that golden light filtrate from the Kells down from the universe, coming down, filtrating all the way through your body, all the way down to Mother Gaia. Let it light your path into where you're going. Stay connected and stay rooted. This is what you need. This is what they saying that you need. What do you need to surrender? Clear. You need to surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So that means stop forcing it. That's why I tell you, stop looking and seeing what he's doing. Just the effort on what you're doing. It just surrender to it just happening. Just going with the flow. Surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time. Peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. And I think that was even for today's read. When you get this, you'll see that they're saying we gotta rest. We've been pushing. We gotta kick, push, and coast. This is really it. I gotta write that down because that's really our thing. We gotta kick, push on this. This here. This thing we kick push coast and rest. I'm gonna do that for the read. This here we've been driving. You see me even on that last reading last week. last reading I did, I was extremely tired. It wasn't extremely tired just for me, but extremely tired from what was going on with my divine masculine. And I know with myself, I got to learn how to kind of cut off them energies with him when he gets into the low points. Because, I mean, he sends it to me, and I mean, I feel it like a whoop-ow. This hits me. So you got to rest and sleep. And even if it's just for both of you all's energies, he's working hard, too, in this karmic situation. He is, and he's learning these remediation lessons, following this remediation plan, and going with this program that this karmic feminine is coming up with him is kicking his ass. Yes, I curse, because it just really is. And him knowing he's kicking his own self by getting into this relationship, and he's kicking his own self about really, you know, how the hell I got so much stuff going on with me. I don't see no way out of this thing. But he is courage, is love, is a real strategy to get out of this situation. And really sitting down and thinking, and really going by what's in his heart. That's really going to help him get out of this situation. You know, and he's got to kind of not worry about this masculine here is really sensitive to about, you know, hurting this karmic feminine's feelings. It doesn't even matter about, I can hear you all say, well, she didn't did a lot of shit. She didn't did a lot of stuff. She didn't learn a lot. Divine Sunshine, you just don't know. But at the same time, he did, you know, and I still say that whoever this is that I'm reading for, or collectively, one of these divine masculines, they did care about this, not divine, excuse me, this karmic feminine at one time. They really did. I'm not the only one that reader has seen this too. They really did care about them once upon a time, but the tables turned, and they went into it feeling now that, you know, they changed. They changed once they got committed. They changed maybe once they got into the marriage. It changed really once they got deeper into it, and their heart kept on telling them, even when they was walking along going into it, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. And they went on and say, no, I got to, you know, try it out and kind of see where this goes, because even instinctively through whatever the contract that we had did spiritually with ourselves, and say, you know, some lessons has got to learn. And he said, yeah, I'm gonna learn through this. But someone walked in and didn't know it's gonna be as hard as it was. They didn't think it was gonna be is locking them in, that they was going to be able to walk in the door and walk back out the back door, and they somewhere in between turning the key and going through the house, they got stuck, and they weren't able to keep on walking through that back door, and they started playing the house and getting into the routine of some things that this karmic feminine brought out of them as well, some things that help them to keep themselves more entrapped in this situation as well. That they've really felt, you know, now I got the things of the past, some insecurities within me, and now this woman is bringing this out and bringing up to the forefront in front of my face, and some of the things that she didn't call me out on, I didn't claim as my own, almost like roots, and saying, what's my name? And he was saying, Toby, what's my name? And then before you know it, was Chicken George, and he was acting chicken all the way through this whole process with this karmic feminine. And until one day, we're going to claim that, you know, he woke up. I'm just going to speak it into existence like it is now. He woke up, and like it did say in the cards, he woke up and said, wait a second, I ain't no longer attracted to this. This ain't working out for me no more. This I ain't codependency like this. I ain't that stuff. I'm tired of this BS myself. You know, this got to stop. So those are the things that he feels. I just channeled that's going on. Clear. And what thing has got to change for the divine feminine? What thing it has to change for you, divine feminine, dealing with this divine masculine that's in this karmic situation? What life changes have to occur? in order for you to help you to get into union. Let's put it that way. Like, it's a lot. Let me sit back Indian style. Did I say clear? Clear. One more time, because you have kind of fuzzy. Something should have been popped out by then. What else you need to thank you? No, I like them when they stick out on me. Grief work. You got to get over the grief, which is the dying of what you thought and your expectations as far as what you thought was going to happen and how this union was going to occur and how it did not occur and how this karmic situation, this third party situation got in the way of you actually doing this. You've got to change that. Also, it could be they picking and they're telling me also some grief work, maybe some relative or somebody very influential or very important in your life. You got to kind of get over that too. It could be for past life, like I told you all of my subscribers have been with me. Past life, my twin and I, or my Unisoul partner, had been married before he died on me, and I never did go on and reset my life and go on about my life. I just kept on kind of mourning him and kind of shutting down. So maybe with me, I got to kind of go back into my past life. I call her Sarah. I call her Sarah and John. I don't know where I got that, maybe that's his name. So I got to kind of get over my grief of John dying on me in that lifetime or that timeline. Because some of them say, ain't no past life, it's this timeline. So whatever that timeline, I got to kind of get over that. So you too have got to get over. And I'll say even bring it into the present. You know, just naturally, you have to be honest. When you talk about these relationships and when they're over with and they're not the way that you thought it is, it's like a death. Because it's like really, truly, you feel like you are dying. And so it's a death because you're seeing that your counterpart is actually with somebody else. Okay? And so you got to kind of grieve over. Say, in order for you to go on and do that, we've got to do some grief work. We kind of get rid of and get over. Okay, it happened. You know, not to sound kind of bad about it, but it says happened. We can't keep on living over it. That he did what he did. He made the choice that he did, and that's it. And then we got to find support. Is it 2 cards? No. Support with this. I want to make sure. I've seen this support before, but I think just want to make sure. Support. You receive this card because you've been accustomed to doing everything yourself, and now it's time to request and receive help. This is a valuable life lesson that will allow you to grow in every area, so think of it as an investment. This card indicates that it's time for self-honesty, in which you admit to yourself that there's one or more areas where you'd benefit from getting assistance. This is not the same as telling yourself that you've done something wrong, though it's just that many parts of life require a team approach with people pooling their strengths to each other. Additional meaning: money coming to you, joining a support group, child support, alimony, consultation with a health care professional, asking for the support you need, allowing yourself to be supported. So again, you could go, to me it seems like it's saying you need to go maybe at this point. Maybe if you can't solve it and deal with it, ask a friend to help you. Get you that good friend. Get you somebody who's maybe a unisoul as well, like yourself, to talk it out. Kind of be a mirror and say, okay, no, Divine Sunshine, you got to kind of deal with this. Or even get to the point that maybe it's some things that maybe had happened in the past to you traumatically that you might have to even find yourself seeking some type of help as well. Okay, so look into that as well. You know, at this point, you want anything to help you to become as a whole person, not just because I'm doing this because baby coming now. He get early parole now and ain't doing that for that. That's the problem. That's going to help make him go right back in there. And before you know, you say, I thought he was getting out. Said, nah, the angel say he got a little bit, you got a little bit more working. You ain't ready to receive him, so we ain't letting him out. So, you know, or the universe. So, you know, you want to do whatever it takes to get yourself together right so you can be able to receive him. properly, because you don't want to have the union and then it's quick, real shortly lived, and he finds himself there saying, okay, he cart back out again, because he's like, you can't lie to me. He's like, you can't win. You can't get out. You can't get out of the game. Right? You can't win, child. You can't lie to your divine master, because he can know if you really truly ready or if you faking the funk. And if you faking the funk, that ain't gonna work with him. Like I told my friend Don, I was like, he really, really, really smart. I'm really, really smart too. But he he is me. So I definitely know. We know that line stuff now. You're behind, you playing games. You ain't ready. You showing the hell ain't ready. So on that. So you fake it if you want to, but they know, okay? What do I want to do? I want to say anything else? Let me see what the universe want to say to you. Let me see the universe, and then we are finished. Okay. Yes, it's the full leaf feature. Clear. What does the universe want to say to this feminine? There's a divine masculine in the karmic situation. Oh, I'm thinking about my stylist talking about still over and. I hope that my appearance does not interfere with my ability to read the cards. Because I'm coming down in to do this, so please excuse my appearance. When I lean toward love, I am led. And that's all I'm going to say. Didn't we say about the journey? And you see me pull them cards straight out the box. Ain't nobody, she had time, she had to selfless and pre-do it the way she went. No, So again, set your course off on the journey of you're becoming into union. Set the course off for union, which is by being led by love, and you will be destined to get there. Because what? Baby getting out. On that note, I say stay enlightened, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago.